Hey everyone, just before we get into the video, I wanted to say that we have once again started a Stream Element sponsorship, this time with AFK Journey. The way it works is simple. If you are a completely new player who has never played AFK Journey before, go into the description down below and download the game from that link. If you complete the very intro of the game, that's it, you're done, you have helped contribute to the channel, and it is greatly appreciated. This campaign will only run for a brief amount of time, so please make sure to try and do it early if you can. I would very much appreciate it. And with that said, let's get into the video. Hello everyone, my name is Christian, and today we'll be going over week 1 of my new HSR challenge that I'm still taking name suggestions for. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I would recommend watching this video to understand the grand goal of what I'm doing here. As a quick synopsis, my goal is to take a non-meta DPS and clear one half of Apocalyptic Shadow with a score of 3300. Any supports above T1 on pre-win are limited to 1 only, and my best healer Ling Sha is banned as well. I'll be streaming 2 days of this challenge each week, so if you want to see the progress live, come on over to my Twitch channel, which is linked in the description. The way these recaps will work is it'll be a mix of my streams and a post-recorded script, which I'm doing right now, over the days I'm not live. Hopefully by doing this at the end of each day, I'll be able to stay on top of the series how I want. With all that said, let's jump straight into day 1, where I went over the challenge again and showed what I had to work with.
So it is, much earlier than when I usually stream. Anyway, alright everyone, so y'all know the deal. Today we are gonna start working on the new HSR challenge where I have to beat one side of Apocalyptic Shadow, and that means that we now need to start building up the first character we want to use, which is Clara. Reminder, Clara is not even level 60 yet, and she has no traces built, essentially. Level 50 out of 60 Clara, and we have boots on her, and these are the traces. Chat, we are not cooking here. Alright, so basically most of this first week is going to be entirely just trying to get the materials that I'm gonna need for Clara. Yeah, so we got Xueyi, and then that damn bug that I hate. I want to go over to Apocalyptic Shadow real quick, just so we can actually get more of a understanding of what's going on over there. What side are you planning to make Clara clear? Yeah, still trying to figure that out. I think it's more likely that she'll be more helpful against Xueyi. It gains extra action per turn during going solo. I was about to say, because the nice part is that they're both physical weak. So there is a world where Clara can actually break them. And then, since I also am probably going to be using Tribby for this alongside Clara, because that's the one unit above T0.5 that I get to have, it might be easier to deal with the bug. The problem is the bug doesn't attack enough. The bug just straight up doesn't attack enough. Going solo means you can choose a character to 1v1 Xueyi for a few actions. Oh, that's what that is. Yeah, I forgot they were going to introduce that. That's wild, dude. So against Xueyi, increase ally targets follow-up attack damage dealt by 30 with an additional increase of 30% against enemy targets that are weakness broken. So that's good for Clara. That's really good for Clara. So then, on this first half, well, any character following the path of erudition is in the team. Okay, so that's already chalk. Increase ultimate damage by all allies by 50. That's not bad, I guess. After any ally target consumes their own HP, increases their damage dealt by 55% for 3 turns. Wow, yeah, this is literally just a shitload of nothing. Honestly, I do think Xueyi would probably be the easier target then, because Xueyi definitely attacks more often than the bug. So then on the bug half, okay, the bug half is probably, like, the bug boss is probably one of my least favorite in the entire game. I really, really, really hate fighting the bug. What constitutes as a non-meta team? So I banned all of my best characters. So my top 3 damage dealers are Firefly, Fei Xiao, and Aglaya, and now Casterus. I'm not allowed to use any of them on, like, I'm not allowed to use any of them for this challenge. I have to clear one half, so it's like, so I could do like, okay, well, if I want to fight the fucking bug, then against the bug, I can do Firefly, Fugue, Ling Sha, Ron Mei. But then on this half, on the second half, I'm not allowed to use Aglaya, I'm not allowed to use Castris, I'm not allowed to use Fei Xiao, I'm not allowed to use Firefly. Ling Sha is my best healer, so she is also banned. So we're not allowed to use Ling Sha. And when you go look at, like, the Predwin tier list, because it's just a publicly available tier list, they have tiers split up into tier 0, tier 0.5, tier 1, tier 1.5. Any character above T 0.5 that's not the Trailblazer, we're limiting that to 1. And that's not, like, I had a lot of people arguing about that. The problem is that the way I see it, first of all, it's going to be annoying as fuck without a good, like, any sort of good support. But secondly, a lot of people have a good support on their account, or they have a good DPS on their account. Sometimes they won't have both. So my thinking was, okay, well, if I'd rather use a DPS that's not as good, quote unquote, and have access to a good harmony or a good support. But then the thing is though, is that if I just use like 2 premium supports, like if I just pull out Robin and Shribby with like Clara or whoever I end up using, that also kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge. So that's why we're limiting that to 1 unit above that. So the only exception in that case is the Trailblazer, because everybody has the Trailblazer. So I don't want to hear it from people. You have the Trailblazer, he's a good unit, or she's a good unit. Use the Trailblazer. So the Trailblazer is not banned in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, so that's how I have everything split up. I still don't have faith in Clara for APOC. I'm kind of inclined to agree with you, but I need to have some form of faith here, so I really am gonna try. I think there's a world where this is possible. So this is I'm probably gonna be doing this for like most of the month, if not the entire month. So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be something. So we're gonna go back to this. There is also what's it called? To be fair, it's like I'm setting up all of this stuff in advance. There is also the very real possibility that we have to switch the teammates around. Like ideally, I want to try this with Clara. Or if it's not working out, then we can go Xueyi as well. Xueyi is an option. Also, I know many of you are probably wondering why the fuck I'm not just doing auto battle. Realistically, it's because auto battle sucks and it is going to burn every single ultimate, and then the next run is going to take infinitely longer. And it's like, yes, I am doing this early in the morning and I have all the time in the world. However, that doesn't make this any less enjoyable. To have to watch the dumbass AI burn my time. Like, oh yeah, this is also something to mention. So I made this rule just because I can, but it doesn't really matter for me personally. You guys know how you can do a Jade, like a Stellar Jade to Trailblaze power conversion? Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that. Now, I would also advise that nobody in their right mind do that, but I'm not allowed to do that. So the only things I can use are like reserve Trailblaze power, and I can use my fuel, because I just save up fuel a lot. I think I have like 60 fuels right now. Or no, I have about 50, and then we get the 10 from the special letter like 2 weeks from now. So I'm allowed to use reserve Trailblaze power, and I'm allowed to use what's it called, fuel, to kind of make things go a little faster, since again I have a month. But there is absolutely no Stellar Jade to Trailblaze conversion allowed. And again, I would not advise that any rational person do that, but hey, that's life. So, you know, if you got the money, man, I'm not one to judge. Well, I am one to judge, but not on that specific matter. Okay, so another roll into attack. If we get 4 rolls into attack, guys, I'm gonna scream. Or if it to be fair, I'm not gonna be happy if it goes into HP or effect res either, but if it just all goes into attack, that's objectively funny and objectively kinda shit. Oh my god, what is happening? What is going on? Actually, what is going on? comedy is happening. Yeah, you guys are seeing my relic rolls in real time and realizing why I don't have the best build. Alright, and what's the last one? Are you kidding me? No, that's not real. No, that is not real. I disagree. What do you mean? Why did it roll 4 times to do attack? That is not real. So how y'all feel about 25 crit rate? How y'all feel about that? In the meantime, we can actually finally level up Clara all the way, I believe. And now Clara is level 80. So then, in terms of traces, we just don't have enough still. It's like, how much do I even have of the highest level? I have 10. I got 10 of these guys. You know, it's a marathon, guys. It's not a sprint. We got all month. We've got all month to do this. It'll be fine. Jesus, though, man, this is gonna be a while. All right, well. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Appreciate it. Europeans, I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys don't usually get to fucking be here, and I apologize for that. And, yeah. Next up was day 2, where literally nothing interesting happened besides grinding for some destruction materials. I made this clear in day 1 that I wanted to do Clara since I had a lot of people recommending her, but I'm choosing to be pretty patient with using the materials. If it turns out that one of my viewers, who was kind enough to test for me, reported back that Clara was going to struggle, I could easily switch to Xueyi still. Most grinding days like this are probably going to be glossed over unless I have something else to talk about. It's a long challenge, and sadly, not every day is going to be exciting. Welcome to day 3, and yeah, we've got a problem. First of all, for some brief context, I want to give a huge shout out to one of my Discord members, Emmy. Emmy has been super helpful as a far more knowledgeable player than me, especially about Clara, and has been super helpful in coming up with ideas and ways for me to tackle this. The bad news for today is that Emmy was nice enough to go test Clara in the new Apocalyptic Shadow on both sides, and the results were less than ideal, sadly. There's very little I can do to actually enhance the performance of Clara beyond what Emmy showed, so that leaves us in a pretty dire spot ultimately. This means we have no choice but to move on to plan B, Xueyi. I luckily haven't wasted much time overall since I was very purposely grinding destruction mats without using many of them, just in case I had to switch characters. This is the new plan going forward, and you'll hear more about it in the stream highlights. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. We got another challenge stream today, and boy oh boy, do we have a decent bit to talk about before we get started. Oh god. Yeah, I think the main issue of Clara is that the new buffs do not help her whatsoever. No, literally not at all. It's just the fact that the follow-up buff would help her, and it's like, oh, well, that's nice at least. But she cannot do enough. She cannot really do enough toughness reduction, and she can't really do enough overall damage when that motherfucker dies. Or when he gets broken to really take advantage of everything. While we grind out these mats, I'll start talking about what's going on. For everybody who was here last time, I made it very clear that I really wanted to use Clara because a lot of people have Clara, and I felt like it was a fun character to be able to use because I haven't personally used Clara much, so it definitely makes for a more interesting experience for me, as well as I feel like a good experience for the overall challenge. So the problem is, and once again, thank you very much to Emmy for actually, like, going out of their way to help me with all of this and being very, like, supportive with all the figuring out of how the challenge is gonna work. So Emmy went and tested Clara in Apocalyptic Shadow on both sides with a pretty good Clara with just, like, with more of the free-to-play option light cones. There was no world where we could even sniff 3,300 points. Like, there was essentially no world with what me as an ordinary person would have. So as you can imagine, that's a bit problematic. With that being the case, that means that we're gonna have to almost immediately switch to plan B, and plan B is Xueyi. So, for all the people who really wanted Xueyi, well, I got great fucking news. You're getting Xueyi. we got a few things in mind. And there is actually one specific team that is
basically almost guaranteed to get the score I need. The problem is that it does contain Ron May. And Ron May is another support who is above T1. That's your updates for today, so now we're going to keep doing this. All right, now I will look at chat. What's a standard banner character?
There, I sense.
Thank you, Rio. But yeah, so for everybody who was here for the challenge shit, yeah, that's how we're looking right now. So we're gonna go over to Xueyi briefly, because boy, oh boy, we are in a spot of all time. So Xueyi is sitting at level 70. I need to get 7 more of these to level her up to her final level. And here's the progress on our traces. This is what we in the business call bad. Honestly, I'm not even, like, what is the recommended to level up first? Ultimate. Wow, you still need a lot. Thanks, Rio. Thanks. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm aware. And yeah, I'm still gonna have to grab this one, but I still need to go unlock more of her level up materials, which I could probably go do right now, because I still have a little bit of leftover Trailblaze power. I still need to get that trace. Honestly, yeah. Okay, so let's go back, and we're gonna get the material we need to level up Xueyi fully real quick.
A little on all lies shall be revealed.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah.
Not quite the kill I wanted, but close enough, close enough. Oh, I need 2 more in a meaningful way. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Jesus Christ. All right, so now we have all of Xueyi's materials. There we go.
Very well.
And full level up.
Though puppet in form, I'm fully functional.
Nice. Level 80. Now that that's done, now we're going to go back to the traces because I need to get this one. All right, well, that's all the destruction mats we had, gamers, so... All right, so now Xueyi is at the very least in a state. It's a state of all time. As a 4-star, you definitely want everything to be leveled up to the highest level, but at least this is something. And then we have light cone options with either this one or can do a fall of an Aeon. So not bad, not bad. This is probably going to be objectively better, but I do like that this gives crit rate and additional break effects. A state? Which one? What's the worst state? Because that's where we're at right now. Arkansas. Honestly, I need to look around because I really doubt that Inertel Sato is still the best in slots. Xueyi has a bit too much speed to be reduced by the poet set. I was genuinely thinking about doing that for a little bit. Just because if I was going to action advance her or something, then at the very least we wouldn't have to worry about speed, but I think she has too much to really get anything substantial out of it, unfortunately. Oh, wait a minute. Is Hule Fire Weak? He is, isn't he? Hold on. When the wearer hits an enemy target that has fire weakness. Okay, so you don't have to... Okay, so as long as I hit them and they have fire weakness. And it does increase the speed. Okay. That might be something to keep in mind then. Alright, so this is what we're looking at so far. And isn't it glorious, chat? Isn't it glorious how this looks? This is beautiful. I really want to throw my head... I really just want to slam my head on the wall a few times just to see, like... I want to see how close we can get without Ron May. Because if I already know that it's not going to be possible without Ron May, I just want to bullshit it and see how close I can get by slamming my head against the wall. I'm gonna be honest. It's day 4 now, and this was supposed to be another chill grind day, but I really wanted to try and get some form of testing in. If I want to find any world where this is possible, I'm gonna have to start hitting my head against the wall praying something works. There is something else to talk about today, though, and it's about Ron May. Right now, Ron May seems to be the big key to making this challenge more possible. But she falls into the camp of characters I banned initially. What I didn't realize at the time was they were going to give away a free Ron May. I know my video was released a few days after the special program, but as I'm sure many of you know by now, I make videos heavily in advance, and was unaware of this when I recorded and edited it. Since Ron May is now a free character, what should the stance on her eligibility be? My reasoning for Clara can once again apply here, since now, Ron Mei was available to all players who wanted her with absolutely no effort on their part. I do personally think this is fair to allow her without using my tier 1 support slot, but if people really disagree, then I will try as hard as possible to complete it without her. I will say, if your reasoning was, well, people could have picked Luocha so they won't have Ron Mei, so you shouldn't be allowed to use her, that is not good reasoning. Everyone had their choice to pick who they wanted for their account, so this was still a free opportunity to gain a character, just like the free standard 5-star. If you picked otherwise, that's fine, but don't punish others for that choice. With that said, enjoy me slamming my head against the wall, trying Xueyi in Apocalyptic Shadow 3 to see if this strategy can even work.
Alright, hey, what's up everybody? So, welcome to day 4.
Well, besides just grinding, that is.
Today we are going to be doing a little bit of testing now that there's kind of a loose team idea after we had to completely abandon the first plan. So we're going to do a little bit of testing, and then probably we're going to have to adjust some builds just because a few of mine are not up to sniff to where they need to be. Like, well, first of all, let's take a look at where Xueyi's at so far. Realistically, what I want to do is I'm going to swap out these boots real quick. I'm going to take Ron Mei's boots. They have more break effect on them, more attack. And so that's going to lower our attack a lot, but also now we're sitting at like 202 break effect, and we got like 140 something speed, I think. With, 141 speed, and then now we have 202 break effect. I really want another set here to kind of be completed, but I just cannot find one right now. I'm thinking of either switching one of these to Scholar Lost and Erudition, or maybe Watchmaker set, just because I have a lot of pieces for both of those. Well, not really for Scholar Lost and Erudition, but I have a lot of Watchmaker pieces, and since I'm just looking for the initial effect with increasing break effect, that should be fine. And then we're going to take advantage of Calpagni Lantern because Hule is Fire Weak, so we automatically get the break effect. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm going to be entirely real. I actually don't really know how to play Xueyi. I have a rough idea, but it's not perfect. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a little bit of testing in 3. The problem is we're going to need Tribby and Harmony MC, which is going to be the most annoying part of this. Oh, I need Ron Mei, but her boots are on me. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well, I guess we're living with that one. Here's Xueyi. There we go. So Xueyi, we're going to use Tribby. We're going to switch RMC to HMC. And then the last piece of our puzzle here is going to be, I skipped past her, March 7th Hunt. What a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. What a time to be alive. March 7th is going to be hopefully big here. Yeah, so this is kind of what we're running with. I don't really care about the bug, so I will see you guys after the bug where we can actually do a bit more testing. Well, that took uncomfortably long. Anyway, we're going to move on now. Alright, so we're going to give this our first honest attempt to see how it kind of plays out. Remember, this is Apocalyptic Shadow 3, not 4. This is mainly to see if we can kind of figure out what is ideal here. Alright, and Xueyi hit him. Jesus. Alright, so we get the Tribby ult immediately, which is nice. And simultaneously, that means we get to make even more use of our March ult. Good. Very good, okay. And then this guy should die relatively soon. What I want to do here is probably we want Tribby. Then this should be a free break. Yep. I forgot my energy regen was that high. I probably could have basic to get this, but good job, Tribby. Hule's about to go. We'll do this so we're closer to ult. And then Tribby just kill him. Oh, wow, we got another stack. Yeah, that's not happening at level 4. Okay, so that hurts. We are going to... Yeah, let's fire off the ult. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I think what we want to do here is... Yeah, let's do this. Okay, we're alive, though.
So then Xueyi has her ult. Yeah, let's let that rip now.
Execute the Marastruck. No amnesty for Marastruck.
Good. Then now we're going to reapply Tribby. So then what I want to try and do here is I want to try and get these two Wolf Troopers dead immediately so they reduce his toughness bar. Okay, we're right there. Go for you. Yeah, that should break him. Nice. And now we get to keep the stacks that we need. Boop, boop. What the fu- Oh, I clicked 4. Or I clicked 2 instead of 4. I'm not used to March being the end of a team. Oh, I'm stupid. Alright. So then Tribby will get us the skill point back. Okay, that's good. I can probably get away with... Yeah, this will be fine. Then let's do this again. Because then March is going to kill. So fucking close. That is so unfortunate. Bad rotation on my part. Oh, he didn't get the ult back. Wait. Hold on, it's fine. Ah!
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Nailed it. All intentional, baby! So then... I'm trying to think. What do I want to do here?
By the order of
This is fine.
Marastruck. No amnesty for Marastruck.
Good. Tribby will get us this point back. Okay. So then we should be going into going solo right now. Yep. I can't quite break him. Not yet, at least. Man, this man goes a lot. Let's see. Yeah. We're gonna save ult.
No amnesty for Marastruck.
Good. We should live this. Yep. Okay. So now the grand goal here is we just kind of want to go ham.
Execute the Marastruck.
So then I forgot to re-up Tribby's ult. That's entirely my fault. How many Trailblazers should be able to deal with that guy? We're gonna do this. If we hit the right side, that's net win. We did not. He's so close to being dead. Oh wait, we have a March ult. Good. I should just be able to kill you with a basic. So then I want skill on the guy on the right, ideally. Oh wait! Oh, Harmony MC can't get rid of him. Never mind. Wait, hold on. We might be good. Oh, we're so good. And now we just want to hit Xueyi as hard as humanly possible. So we're going to go for Tribby ult again. Decent chunk of damage. Okay, thank God we got this right on time. And then this will be another Tribby ult. We're going to basic here.
It's time.
I'm going to skill here, and then I want to ult.
Execute the Marastruck.
Okay, wow, that does a lot of damage. Okay. So that's worrying. So 3342. And that's just on Apocalyptic Shadow 3 is the issue. Alright, well, honestly, that's not the worst. And there was definitely a few times where I just objectively fucked up. Obviously, we're going to have to improve... We're going to have to improve March a little bit. And we're going to have to improve Xueyi a little bit. And I think the first thing I got to focus on with that is I need to lower Xueyi's break a little bit in favor of just getting her more, like, raw crit stats. Because the Trailblazer, I'm sure as many of you know, the Trailblazer makes up for a lot of break effect stats with his kind of talents and abilities. So that's honestly not too bad. So I don't got to worry about break as much as I want to worry about just raw crit. On top of that, I think we might need to do energy regen on Trailblazer. Not 100% on that one yet. It would probably help. And Tribby did fine. Again, the only thing that was bad about Tribby is that I just messed up her ult timings. Could have gotten more damage. Yeah, all of that, and then use ult on Xueyi when he's broken more. That's the main things I'm looking for here. Okay, so that was our first little day of testing. So now, for the next few days, I'm probably going to keep improving the build. That's what I want to do. And then By next week, we're probably gonna attempt 4 this time and see how close we can get. Alright, thank you all for watching this little segment. On to the next day, last day, I don't really know. Fuck me, man, I'm just coming up with this on the fly. It's day 5 now, and this is where the first video is going to end, actually. It's a bit awkward pacing, I know, but I don't want to release an extra video on Monday when I already upload Tuesday. The plan here is to release the next video on Saturday or Sunday, so you guys can see more of the week while not getting too close to my existing schedule. Since day 5 was just another grind day too, it makes sense to cut it here so I can start putting it together. With that said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's something really different and pretty difficult to make admittedly, so any support would be greatly appreciated. The next video will be coming out soon, and the usual videos aren't going anywhere either. I hope you guys look forward to those, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hello everybody, my name is Christian, and welcome to the second episode of Chris losing his sanity for content. Better known as the Can Anyone Truly Beat HSR Challenge. Thanks to the comments for helping me with this name. I think the ring of it still isn't perfect, but it's not bad either. Not to mention, for the end of the series, I can ultimately put Can Xueyi Truly Beat HSR as the final video title, and that's kinda fire. Back on topic though, this is week 2 of our challenge to beat Apocalyptic Shadow with a score of at least 3,300. Most good DPS are banned, and supports are limited. If you want to know more about the overall rules, go watch this video. In terms of updates since last week, and the initial video, it seems like most people are fine with Ron May being unbanned since, you know, she's free now. So, going forward, Ron May is now available to use for this challenge. I would still really like the March Xueyi team to succeed, but if I absolutely can't, well, we now have a new option to try. In the background, you're seeing the grinding from days 1 and 2 since this week started on a Saturday when I don't usually stream. We're glossing over this for the most part besides a decent piece I ended up getting that I equipped on Xueyi to try and improve her. I would show you their overall stats, but you'll see all of that and more on the first stream of the week, Monday. Monday was big because not only did we finish Xueyi's traces, but we attempted a run for Apocalyptic Shadow 4. Let's see how the day went. I did actually graduate college before I started wasting my life. Remember that, kids. So what I want to do today is, I'm gonna finally finish out getting the stupid materials I need. Just so I can have everything right where I want it to be. Because I did actually use Basic Attack during the practice run, so... For that reason, Basic Attack needs to be max level. So we're gonna start out with this, and then we're gonna go back to working on the Xueyi build a little bit more. I have some progress since last time. Ugh. I don't know, man. Wait! Oh, I didn't mean to do that! So anyway, we got all the mats we needed. None of this last little segment is going into the review video. Just me talking about how much I hate fandoms. And why we... It's literally just a 5-minute segment of me talking about how much I hate fandoms and why using slurs is bad. Like... And now, we should finally be able to level up Xueyi's traces. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't have quite enough... Okay, do we really need the HP trace? Do we really need it? It's fine, we'll just use... Alright, there we go. Xueyi's traces are totally leveled up, guys. Don't look in the top left corner. Alright, so chat, this is, I already went over this, I think, on the last stream, but this is what Xueyi's stats are currently looking like now. So we got about 70% crit rate, we got about 200%, or 120% crit damage. I wish it was 200. So 120% crit damage, 190 break effect, and then we got Indelible Promise, so whenever we use ult, we get basically 100% crit rate. And then we also have Calpagni Lantern, so whenever hitting Hule, which is a Fire Weak enemy, we get 40% break effect again. The other stats, the main stats we're looking at is 1700 attack, 1100 defense, and 143 speed. Overall, this isn't horrible. It's also just not exactly what I want. It's we're close on a lot of the relics. The problem is just a few bad rolls. Like, the 2 into defense there isn't great. This one was so unfortunate. 1 into defense, just, like, the defense number. And then 1 into defense percent. When there's a crit damage down here, that sucks. I still want to see if there's any other sort of, any other orb that I can make use of, but it doesn't really seem like it. Also, this March orb was new. I'm so angry about how this turned out. That is the fattest reroll of all time later. This is a gacha game. Get better luck. I wish, man. I wish. We could just skip the first half and worry about it later. But yeah, honestly, we could just skip this first half and we could just see how the second half does instead. All right. Oh, wow, guys. We got a great run coming in. Ready? Wow. All right. This is true. This is... All right. Wow. Hitting them with the dragon. All right. Good damage. Great damage overall. Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. Okay, cool. 37, baby! 37! Another win for the boys! Alright, anyway, let's... Alright, so...
There's evil ahead.
Need Tribby Enhance,
Please
Port,
stay tuned.
March, and...
Be gone.
So last time I did this, I had Tribby as Shifu. I think it might be more advantageous to have Harmony Trailblazer. I could just give it to Xueyi, but... Yeah, you know what? We'll try and give it to Harmony MC this time. So then, March. Perfect. This is the team. What is this team? I've never seen a combo like this. Don't ask questions you don't want answers to, son. This is what peak Xueyi looks like. It's the Copa team. So, like, for my challenge, this is what we decided on would be the best team. I know that's quite a statement, but we can basic here. Yeah, let's basic it. And then he's going solo, so we'll have Xueyi fight him.
By the order of execute the Marastruck. No amnesty for the Marastruck.
Okay. Kill him again.
No amnesty for the Marastruck.
I support you, King. The lowly regarded motherfuckers with the rich child team. Jesus. Who can break the one on the left? I think Tribby might be able to break the one on the left. Not quite. Oh, there we go. So let's do this first. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's very dead.
No amnesty for the Marastruck.
That's a break. You hit this one. Okay. Then let's probably do this, I think.
Dreams do come true.
Ah, it's not enough to get another stack. That's unfortunate. I think she might die to this. Not quite.
No amnesty for the Marastruck.
Oh, I didn't want to break him during this. Ah, shit.
You could have surrendered.
Yeah, well.
By the order.
Wouldn't Ron May be better here instead of Tribby since you're running break? Yeah, that's the thing. Tribby was just a stronger character, which was the intention with this. So, that was kind of the main priority. I'm not gonna lie. We don't need to do anything crazy yet. So Tribby won't be wasted, so I can now do this. Then boop. Reproc that. Okay, that's not bad. I just want to get one more Xueyi ult. Oh, if I'm not going to get him in time, am I? 1% again! You've got to be fucking kidding me, man. I'm so mad. That is bullshit.
No amnesty for the Marastruck.
Okay, well now he goes down. Problem is, Xueyi's about to die to this. Yep. Ugh. No. We're not using the global passive. Ah. That stupid 1%, dude. Oh my god. I kind of broke him when I didn't want to, and then... Shit. Alright. I'm half tempted to try again. I feel like I could have done that better. Do I want to trust the basic attacks this time? Okay, basic attack will work.
Take your positions.
Okay, and then he'll give me ult back on Trailblazer. Okay, not quite, but it's right there. Ain't no way I figured out the Pope has passed via Reddit, but yeah, we don't talk about that.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
This is really bad. And I got another stack. Oh, Xueyi's gonna die. Damn it! I just realized, why the fuck do you not have a sustain? Because this literally gives you more HP back. Like, look.
Then no amnesty for
It literally restores HP. Fuck me. Ah. Damn it all. The problem we're having right now is to survive the second phase of Hule, I literally need more stacks to survive that second fight. And I keep breaking him in the going solo fight. The stacks are not retained, which means I'm not getting enough survivability. Ugh. Also, you know what? You know what we're gonna do real quick? You know what we're gonna do real quick, chat? For no reason in particular. For no reason in particular. We're gonna be grabbing that HP. The 8% health shall save us. Yes, yes, it will. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the drawing board on this. I'm probably gonna try again on Wednesday after another day of, like, experimenting and trying to get better relics. Also, I still gotta figure out what to do in the first half, but hey, oh well. Alright. So yeah, day 3 went pretty poorly. We had some overall horrid relic luck, and my attempts at Apocalyptic Shadow 4 were less than great. Xueyi's survivability just wasn't what it needed to be, unfortunately, and we got punished hard for it. I still believe in this team and see the potential, but right now, I'm gonna need to improve Xueyi further and simply be smarter if I want any real chance of this working. Day 4 was another grinding day where I really had no idea what I wanted to do. I opted to try and get some new planars for Xueyi since I felt like I wasn't getting quite what I wanted out of the Calpagni Lantern. Another buff there would probably be more helpful, and I would just have to make up for the speed elsewhere. This was my only goal today, but in usual me fashion, I was still mad about yesterday and wanted another run at Hule. Oh, this is such a bad spot to be in. Without that action advance, I don't understand how you can get what you need out of it. That section right at the start. Where he attacks immediately, and then you have the new set of wolf troopers, and then he's gonna attack you again and go straight into going solo. That section is so hard to survive. Yeah, that went about as expected. I had given up for the day and went to go edit, but while my video was rendering, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I went to go try again while my video was rendering, and of course, when I'm not recording, man. Ugh! We finally managed to at least beat Hule, and that was the hit of dopamine I needed. This challenge, once again, really felt possible. And though I may need to still switch up my team, seeing that kill was the reinvigoration I wanted to keep going. And that brings us into day 5, our next stream day. I'm currently working on basically 0 sleep. I just could not sleep at all last night. It sucked. So this is what we're working with right now on Xueyi. We got 190 break effect, we got 136 speed. That's 2000 attack, 1100 defense, 3300 HP. And then 74 crit rate, 123 crit damage. So we are overcapping on crit a little bit because of this light cone. We are overcapping a little bit. I hit the wrong button. But overall, that could be worse. A lot of these pieces are like 1 and 2 into either stat, so it's hard to tell what I exactly need to get rid of. I'm gonna talk now, don't. You're all good, no worries.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Anyway, welcome in. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good.
Good. Glad to hear.
We can also you can just write off quantum damage orb.
Oh yeah,
because
don't worry.
The
I
way
did.
the way that Xueyi works is that she converts break damage to damage percent. She converts break effect to damage percent, so she would much prefer that extra attack rather than the damage percent because she already has so much damage percent.
Yeah, no. The quantum damage boost, it was like literally the farthest thing from my mind. I immediately went for attack horror.
Yeah.
It was just objectively more helpful, and I did see an actual improvement when I switched to it. So I'm like, okay, we're keeping it like this for now.
I think the most important thing that you'll be looking for is seeing if you can find pieces with speed on them. If you have decent enough, like, two-piece speeds with crit value on them, you could even try those.
9 speed with
Oh, that Gallagher piece might be what we use. That's kind of great. That RMC piece is literally perfect.
I also forgot I had this, huh? Alright, yeah, you know what, that's actually not too bad. I just need to find more crit. I feel like I need to find more crit damage somewhere now, if I switch to this.
You can find crit damage on your supports, actually, if you run them on Keel. If you have Keel pieces.
I think I have many. Because I got rid of yep, there we go. I got rid of a lot of broken keel pieces early on when I was playing, because I'm like, yeah, what do I need these for? Oh, how little did I know. How little I knew. I was still trying to think, like...
All the double crit attack boots is so sad. On that set.
If only if I could action advantage Xueyi, this would hit like drugs. This would be great.
Yeah.
It's like that's something I was trying to figure out the other day, is just because we're getting a speed boost from March, and then anytime an enemy is broken with that Finality's axiom or whatever, you get a 20% speed increase. So I was trying to figure out the other day, like, is there a way, like, if I got enough speed on some of the other pieces, could I switch to more attack overall and then just have, like, March and the buff carry my speed? I was trying to figure that out, because if that was the case, then, like, again, this would be a really big attack boost overall.
That's an interesting idea, but I think you're gonna probably prefer being even faster, because you want to get in more actions to kill more clones.
Yeah, that's...
Between the Huli actions.
That's also kind of what I came up with, and I'm like, that's... it's an interesting thought, and I feel like it could work, but the problem is you would still need an immense amount of speed substats to to get you, like, close enough. So
I think if we can get 140 plus, we should be fine. Like, 145 will probably be a good point to aim for.
Yeah, so now I gotta figure out which of these pieces is the most goddamn replace. Okay, this one. Definitely this one.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can definitely replace that with the RMC piece.
So then I just, before I do that, I want to find what other piece can I get rid of to try and...
I like the boots, honestly. Do you have, crit messenger boots? Chance? That looks good.
Crit damage.
Yeah.
And there's crit rate.
That's not bad. Yeah, I think the RMC one is good.
Yep.
That'll give us the two-piece speed benefits as well.
Exactly. That's what I wanted to figure out before I started switching the pieces. So let's try this.
Yep.
And then where's the RMC piece? Okay, so now, what do we look like now? So 65 crit rate, 120% crit damage, 147 speed. 193.
That looks amazing.
I can't wait to restart this like 8 times in a row to remember what the hell I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this relatively how I did it the first time and see see where that gets us. I'm just looking for when I can get this damn Xueyi ult. Ah, shit!
I don't think you're gonna.
Nope, it's not happening. Okay. Now I need to go back to the drawing board and think about
what I did
I
differently.
think Shifu to be on HMC because it'll increase HMC's damage a lot whenever Hulei's broken.
I should
Yeah,
have
I think
done
that's
the
the play.
damn super break. Fuck.
Um,
I'm not used to him moving before March.
that's fair. It's a new rotation.
Hold on.
Okay, I can think this is a reset angle. 'cause
Yep.
Otherwise, Xueyi's just gonna die. Yeah. I think that's a miscrit, honestly.
Probably. I told you, chat, most interesting stream on Twitch right now. I've hit the reset button at least 4 times, or at least 3.
I don't think you'll be able to break him before the next rotation, but
I
you'll be
don't
close.
think so. Let me.
So I think you just get enough, probably, to survive, yeah. Hope it didn't work. That's fine.
Yep.
Didn't work.
This is cooked either way. Oh.
Xueyi, follow-up attack. Oh, it didn't trigger.
All right. Well.
Oh, she might just die.
Yeah, she's dead. All right.
I think you just have to save an ult here so that you can kill an extra mob, or you have to kill both mobs at once.
Okay. Let's see.
Because he doesn't phase here.
Yep.
That's
This is
very
the
not good.
worst case scenario.
Yeah. I think you just die, honestly.
I think I die regardless here. That's okay. That's so fucked up. Son of a bitch. Even if I were to use the global passive, the problem is that the amount of HP restore is just not gonna be enough.
Actually, it should be enough.
Yep, no.
Oh, never mind. Yeah,
Yep.
one stack is not enough.
You literally need the multiple stacks at that point in the fight. I'm so sorry. No, we're not doing one more. This is gone for about as long as I usually want them to. Because remember, guys, I have to go edit this. I have to edit these down, so. Alright. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming in today. We've got, probably not going to have our usual Friday stream. We're going to be doing a Saturday stream instead. So, yeah, alright. Bye-bye. So before anything else, once again, thank you to Emmy for joining. Really appreciate it. Anyway, as to the actual day, yeah, another day of poor luck. Wow, shocker. And once again, no successful runs on Xueyi. I said it during stream, but it's seeming more and more likely I'm gonna have to switch around my team to include Ron May soon if I can't find a way to get through this damn fight. I still plan on doing more attempts and grinding, but we may have to give up on this specific team iteration, and that genuinely feels kinda sad. With another rough day in the books, we move on to day 6. Another simple grinding day, trying to find more good pieces for Tribby to upgrade her. We ended up with these pretty solid boots that I was excited about, and yep, shocker. We did also get 2 warp passes from the battle pass, so maybe those will be promising. I hate this game, man. And finally, we arrive at day 7, where nothing of value happened. We grinded some pieces for Tribby to see if we can make her better from what she was, and it didn't result in much. I then proceeded to end off the morning with another set of runs, and yeah, just watch. Tribby did not kill the guy on the right. Okay. Nope. That opening segment is going so badly right now. And we're dead. We're dead again. And global passive is not enough to save us. Dude, what is that? That's such bullshit. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm just gonna let the recording run. Is 5 stacks enough? Nope. Wow, shocker. Fuck it. Fuck it. If we can't even do this with a goddamn cocoon, so what's the point? I don't get it, man. I don't get how that's possible to survive. Unless... yeah. Alright. Well, we did it. But I had to use the global passive, and I didn't really want to do that. So, that's not really ideal to what the situation was. And overall, either way, it's still actually lower than the other attempt I got off camera. Oh my god, dude, this is actual agony. I don't understand. And with that, we're ending off this week, no closer to our goal, sadly. All in all, this has been about as hard as I thought it would be, but man, does that still suck! With the way this fight is, getting Quantum Break on Xueyi helps add up damage a lot. but entering the second phase without any stacks is basically guaranteed death, unfortunately. Xueyi consistently attacked 4 times, lowering the HP of Xueyi too much to reasonably survive without that damn global passive. From other videos I watched, it makes sense that this is where people would almost always use a Robin action advance. This way you could get the stacks you needed, and you make sure that Xueyi can't actually attack. The problem is that without more Dance 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 cones or Robin, I don't have that same luxury. And yes, while I do have a DDD cone, I can only use it by drastically altering my Trailblazer's build, which would, shockingly, take way too long to achieve if you were paying attention to that relic luck earlier. As of right now, I plan to keep trying to improve the build of Xueyi, and I may switch her off of Break Rope to attack, since Ron May will provide a pretty big boost alongside the Trailblazer in that regard. I'm hoping this challenge will come to an end next week, and if not, then for the final week, we will be doing massive overtime and doing whatever it takes to try and finish this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you look forward to week 3 of our challenge coming up soon. I'll see you guys then. Hello everyone, my name is Christian, and welcome back to week 3 of Can Anyone Beat HSR? I apologize for this video being a bit late, but it was done very intentionally to tell you the truth. This schedule was pretty difficult on me. I really upped my workload, and it was a lot more than I was really capable of. There is also another aspect to that this is a pretty special episode, so I decided to put it in my proper upload schedule rather than the usual slow day on Saturday. Why is this a special episode, you may be asking? Well, if I didn't already mention it in the title somehow, by the time this video ends, we will beat Xueyi. This is the week, and it is so incredible to say that after this genuinely caused me much more frustration than I thought possible. I'll have more to say later on, but let's speed through the start of the week first. Day 1 and 2 were pretty standard as expected. We got some grinding out of the way like usual to see if there was any better pieces for Tribi or Xueyi to make use of. And, as expected, we got nothing of value. Awesome! I also decided to take another run at Xueyi during this time, and it went away. So briefly, I want to show something I've done. I have drastically fucking cooked Xueyi's break effect, because I have replaced her orb with Fei Xiao's orb. It has 2 speed, 3 into crit damage, a crit rate roll, or not a roll, but a crit rate substat, and then Fei Xiao's rope, which has 1 into crit rate, 3 into crit damage, and then, well, we don't talk about effect hit rate. So I've done that. I've also switched this arm piece from one with 6 speed and I think some crit rate to crit rate, crit damage with a break effect substat. So we're gonna run it back real quick. I need to replace lineup actually. So this probably is not gonna be anything substantial for the day, but hey, alright, me and editing, you know what to do. Cut to the first reset. Dog, when I tell you the shit I've done to try and min-max this fucking run, I cannot describe it, dude. Holy shit. Let's try this. This should kill, hopefully. I wonder. That was so fucking smart. I cannot believe that worked out so well. Honestly, I think I want to do this. Because now this gives me a chance to get my follow-up attack on the little guys. And this should be a guaranteed break on him. Now, March, you should be able to kill this one. Good. There we go. I think March has the highest chance of getting her ult back. Then let's do this. This should be good damage. Ooh, that's nice. Honestly, I think because I have extra skill points. No, I don't actually. Do this. He should still be dead. Oh, he might not actually die. I need a good roll on this. You're kidding me! I'm going for it. That's fine. Well, this is bad. Hold on.
we might be able to do something here still. Do this.
Dreams do come true.
No way, Misty the Marstruck.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
By the order of the Ten, execute the Marstruck!
Wait.
The Marstruck.
Wait. Hold on.
So, what if it hurt?
He lived. He's gonna keep living.
No way, Misty the Marstruck.
I'm gonna skill again. Wait, oh my god. Please. I need to goddamn destroy these wolf troopers.
By the order of the Ten, execute the Marstruck!
No way, Misty the Marstruck.
Oh, I didn't have the Tribby buff. Shit. March is about to get... Okay, hold on. That's good. Wait.
No way, Misty the Marstruck.
Oh my god, I got both! Holy shit. Wait. There's such a chance. Holy shit.
Did the rhythm get messed up?
Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Let's improvise.
Do you admit this crime?
I don't have enough to skill. Please. Okay. I need to skill again.
Come true.
He's about to have ult. So then... Yeah, March is fine. Ult.
By the order of
Oh my god, please. Please, please. Oh my god. That did so much. It's so close. No!
Take your position.
Son of a bitch!
Let the
Damn it! Oh. And this kills. No, dude. Oh no! Damn it! 3261 is our highest so far. No. I need to. I gotta talk to Emmy immediately. I gotta figure out what I could have done. I got unlucky on one of the March Enhanced basics. If it didn't go off when it did, I could have probably... I could have saved it for Hule. Fuck! Damn it! Okay. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. At least we were close, but damn, that hurts. Alright. Where is it? Fucking Return to Apocalyptic Shadow. Yep. We got a 3261 with the Xueyi March team. We were so close to that target score and just couldn't get over the hump. It felt at the end I lost action value like crazy, and there was nothing else I really could have done about that situation. To be so close to the goal was nice, yes, but also infuriating, since I didn't know what else I could have possibly done to improve on this run. Nothing short of once again min-maxing my characters felt like an option, and that just isn't fun if you've seen my relic luck so far. It also wasn't really going to be super feasible with the time limit we had. As much as I wanted to avoid it, it was at this point where I finally conceded that Ron May might be necessary if I want to do this. You, as a player, could very well be capable of this with more effort and time, but I hadn't even tried it once yet, and made it to week 3. With this in mind, we move on to the first stream of the week, Monday. Alright, chat, so, I got some fun things to show everybody real quick. So then, the second thing we're gonna update for today is... Let's go look at, what's it called, Apocalyptic Shadow. So for those of you in the Discord, I already put this because I was fuming, but... On our little challenge run here, we've gotten a new score of 3261. That is our new high score. I did do it without the global passive as well, which is what I wanted to do. But yeah, so this is pain. This is pain incarnate.
I am so sad about this. Because that sucks. Sigh. Anyway. Alright, so now that all that's done, what we are going to be grinding for today is I'm trying to get more of this set, the Sunday set, and then more of Scholar Lost and Erudition. I'm trying to see if I can get more of those, because on Xueyi, if I can get the additional speed, that's going to be more helpful than not. Because I've taken off the relics on her that I stole from RMC, so now I think her speed has dropped to like 130. 130 on the dot, yeah. Hold on. In that case, we're actually not going to go back to the Sunday grinding one. I do want more Scholar Lost and Erudition so I can eventually rebuild What's-Her-Face, Jingliu. But since I already have a good arm piece on Xueyi with the speed set, in that case, we're going to go back to Messenger. And see ya. There we go. Another arm piece. Another win for the boys. Oh, it's a headpiece. Damn, okay. Now give me boots. Damn it. Fuck. Oh, I don't really want to do this again. Honestly, I'm curious real quick, guys. I wanna see. So, ignore this real quick. I'm just getting a reward, but there we go. So far, we are at 31 attempts. We're at 31 attempts of trying to do this. What the hell was I doing? Messenger boots, right? Do I have more messenger boots? Wow, great options. Great options. Oh, baby. Look at that. Yeah, alright. Well, oh well. So switch. This orb for March was the worst case scenario. Like, I cannot describe how unfortunate this was. If this orb had turned out any better, and I don't, yeah, there's nothing I can use as a substitute, basically. It was the funniest scenario, too. Yeah, it really was, but it doesn't make me any less sad. And then this was pretty good. Yeah, it's just like I got a really bad roll on the crit damage, or the crit rate body piece, and I got really unlucky with the orb. Like, March could be so much better if those rolls did not turn into the worst fucking thing known to man. And then Tribby is at a point where I can't really improve her anymore. She's at essentially 99% crit rate. She's at 99% crit rate with 215% crit damage. The only thing left that I could do is I could try and improve the Harmony Trailblazer technically. His build is kinda does the job just fine. Like, to clarify, I do not have energy regen rope. That would probably be the most, like, helpful factor currently. If I had an energy regen rope and I could get a lot of the break subs back, I think he'd be in a good spot. Yeah, I quickly learned the problem with Dance 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 for me specifically. So, the problem with using Dance 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 right now is that the Trailblazer is not getting the extra energy he needs from Memories of the Past. Which means that in a lot of cases, the Trailblazer is actually not getting to the amount he needs to get his ult back. You wouldn't think that that a single light cone would make that difference, but in every other run that I did where I had Dance Dance Dance, I consistently was not getting ult. Because again, I use a break effect rope on my Trailblazer, and it's never been a problem before. But when I switched to Dance Dance Dance, it absolutely was. So now, at this point, switching off of it is going to mean, A, I'm going to lose, like, a bit of the additional damage that I need to actually fucking beat down Hule. But at the same time, I've now also lost a bit of the energy regen I needed, and now I'm not getting my ult. Yeah, that's, yeah, so Dance Dance Dance, objectively helpful. If I switch off of it, it literally destroys my Trailblazer's build and utility. The way he's built, he relies on that light cone a lot. Defense straight means to throw someone out a window, by the way, which sounds very specific. Why the fuck do we have a word to throw somebody out a goddamn window? What? So we can try this again, although I'm gonna be honest, I
don't really think it's happening. I like how we only ever get high scores on this when I'm not streaming. It's pretty funny objectively. I will say, from what I remember, I had to do some wild shit to get that score.
Careful, there's evil ahead.
Like I had to do some stupid stuff. So if you see an action that objectively makes very little sense, just know there is probably a method behind it. Either that or I've completely forgotten what I did, and realistically, that's the real answer, is I do not remember what I did, but hey, we're not gonna talk about that. I'm trying to remember. I think what I did was... I think I actually saved the ultimates. I think I saved the ultimates, and then I did this. Because I wanted Trailblazer to get his off. I can't remember. Does auto give it?
No amnesty for Mars Strike.
Nope. Alright, hold on. I think there's a world where it finishes it. I don't think there's a world where it'll actually give me, I don't think there's a world where it'll actually give me the score I need. That's the one problem. Okay, so now this definitely doesn't.
No amnesty for Mars Strike.
The mood is set. Let
Do
the
this.
show begin.
Let it cook. Absolutely not. Okay. So now we're gonna try something stupid again. Yep, okay. It killed the ones on the right. Dickhead. I'm gonna... Okay, so when I was doing this last time, I did a skill here. Now I'm gonna try a basic here. Oh, it didn't give the ult. That's bad, actually. Yeah, alright, so I fucked up. Oh, it didn't kill the person on the... Oh, it did kill the person on the right. Okay, good. So then, let me do this. So I need to kill both these wolf troopers if I want, if I don't want Hule to go into going solo again. I need to kill both of them. Hold on. There might be a world where I get lucky here.
Do you admit this crime?
I got lucky here. There we go.
You could have.
I got very lucky on that. So then I'm gonna basic. Damn it, that's still... Oh, that wasn't enough. Then Tribby. Good. Yeah, okay.
By the order, execute the Mars Strike.
So then, I think this is a renew. Okay, good. And then reproc
Let
this.
the show begin.
Am I gonna have enough for Tribby? I think I want to save for the Xueyi skill. Yeah, because I can basic again with the Trailblazer. That's fine.
Let's improvise.
Do this.
Underestimating us will cost you.
Do this. Yeah, no, I have to reactivate the Tribby field, I think. Yeah, let's do that real quick. That's bad timing. Okay, so I don't know what went wrong, but we're gonna die. What is everyone's speed at? 147. I think I needed Xueyi to be
This the best
faster.
timing for an attack.
Because there's no... Yeah, I'm gonna
Dreams
die.
come true.
Forgive me.
Yep. Yeah, I don't understand what went wrong that time. How fast is he when he moves at the start of that? Because nobody could have gone before him. That's the crazy part. Nobody could have gone. Yep. I got no clue. I'm gonna have to watch back my video that I had and see what was different. We could also finally try the Ron May team. That is also an option. I feel very dedicated to trying to do it with this team, but at the end of the day, yeah, you kind of just gotta do what you gotta do. Did I try? I'm gonna have to relearn everything. That sucks. Also gonna be immensely skill points negative, because I need Xueyi to skill very often. We can give it one try, I guess. Failing over and over and over again after almost seeing the top of the mountain, it really does a lot to bring a man down. After slamming my head against the wall again and again and having no luck, I knew what I had to do. The people of YouTube allowed it. I would be a fool not to use it. For the first time,
Ron May is being unleashed on this challenge, and she made her presence very well known. We can try Tribby RMs or HMC. So now, enhance,
I wonder what that is.
Please stay
Port.
tuned.
enhance,
Spirits
Flash.
are gone.
Oh yeah, also, I don't remember if I made a mention of it or not, but,
Test our report.
I can't remember if I made mention of it or not, but I switched Tribby to an HP rope instead of energy regen. Just wanted to bring that up real quick.
The mood is set. Let the
That's so sad. I literally cannot move fast enough to capitalize off that. Okay, honestly, that's pretty good. This is already 2 stacks. Does Xueyi get the effects of that in going solo? Yeah, surely, right? Yeah, surely. Surely.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
God, by the time we're done with this, I'm gonna understand this boss fight on, like, such an uncomfortable level. Actually gonna be fucking deranged. Damn, that did not do, shit. You bitch. Mash.
By the order of execute the Marstruck.
Good. Then follow-up attack.
No amnesty for the Marstruck. It's time.
I need to make sure to not break him. I'm gonna basic attack.
By the order of the 10
This is gonna be funny.
execute the
This will be funny. And then this should be what I need. However,
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
there we go. So now I got 3 stacks out of that. That might have been unoptimal, but it felt like a smart move. You have busiest tribute? Okay. I'm gonna wait till the ult expires first, so I'm gonna do this. Because also, I need to save a skill point for Ron May soon. And Tribby, Jesus.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
This is about to be a lot of skill points used up all at once.
Dreams
So I need to
do
do this. Need to do this. Do I have enough skill points for... Yes, I do. Gonna do this, because I need the damage. I did not think about the Tribby thing. I f***ed up. Also, I need to guarantee this kills.
By the order of execute the Marstruck.
That kills. Ugh. Hit Tribby. One more. That works. Okay, and now everybody is insanely faster. How the fuck does that work? So then, let's do this. We're gonna ult here. Oh, that didn't kill him on the side. That sucks. Oh, that's good. Okay. Just stack you. I don't think this will kill is the problem. Because I'm about to get skill points back. I'm just debating. I need it for the follow-up attack, actually. Does Xueyi live this? Barely.
No amnesty for the Marstruck. Execute the Marstruck. No amnesty for the Marstruck.
I think this time I won't try and break him. Yep, okay, we're good. You bitch. Good. And it's Quantum Break. Fuck you.
Execute the Marstruck.
Oh, I need Ron May. But then I'm gonna lose the Super Break.
It's coming. Riding the west wind.
Let's do that first. So the problem is that the Trailblazer is gonna move too fast. Alright. Gotta do this. Basic attack. I just looked at the clock. Oh my god, please don't let me fuck this up. Be greedy, just be greedy. Be greedy.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Please do not let me fuck this up right at the end.
There's more to life.
Oh my god. Please.
Every petal, all
Fuck
will
it,
be
just-
swept away.
I don't even know if I don't know if this is gonna give me the buff again. Whatever, please. Please fucking kill him. Thank God. Oh. Thank fucking God. Oh.
If that scrolled down to like, if that scrolled down to 3290 something, I would have screamed. No, I know the flower would have delayed him, but I was more so just concerned about the action value number. When I did my last run, I was at 1400 and it dropped all the way to 3261 from the final break. So that's why I was concerned, because the number was going down way more last time. You know, guys, this feels good. But at the same time, that didn't feel as rewarding as the march as the Xueyi March team. I gotta be honest. It really is that easy, huh? With Ron Mei added to the team, we beat Xueyi on our very first attempt. The score exceeded 3,300, and we followed all the other rules of the challenge, with Triby being our only fully premium character. Now, before we go further, I want to talk about all the people who told me to use Ron Mei earlier, or who feel very vindicated to see that this would be the run that worked. Of course, Ron Mei was a good choice, and I never denied that. She is an amazing character, and is basically essential to the break meta. My whole goal, though, was I wanted to see how far I could push without her. Ron Mei may have been made free technically, but that wasn't the case for a really long time. Using her off the bat without a struggle kind of felt cheap, and didn't really match the challenge of what I wanted to do. I did ultimately decide to use her, but that wasn't before trying my absolute best and exhausting as many other options as I could beforehand. I still really do believe this would have been possible with better builds and just more time commitment, but that is ultimately how this game works when you really think about it. Someone in my comments made this point, and despite how obvious it is, I never really thought about it. They said that Star Rail will always require an investment. Whether it be time or money is the only real difference. With perfect optimization and a lot of luck, a lot of characters can reach the mountaintop in this game. We managed to prove that with this challenge. Most people, though, aren't willing or can't do this. I spent multiple days a week committing myself to this. That's insane. I spent time talking over it with people, attempting runs, looking up calculations, working on the builds. That's simply not feasible for a large population of people to do what I've done. There's also the population who just don't feel that motivated to do something like this, since it's not really fun for the average person either. This all brings me back to the question I asked as the series started. Can you truly beat endgame content with anyone? While today we managed to do it with Xueyi, this may not always be the same. While the answer is hypothetically yes, I'm gonna tell everyone this one simple truth. For 99% of players, the answer is no. The easier solution will always be getting that new character or support and just building them decently. And in a lot of cases, that's gonna be a bit more of a fun solution as well. If you really believe in your one character, and they are simply the most fun to you, then the answer can be yes, if you're willing to go above and beyond. Invest in a light cone, get Eidolons on reruns, hyper-invest in relics. If you do this, this answer really does seem like it can be a yes in almost all cases. And that is my final conclusion to this series. However, there is always going to be more testing to do and more to learn. So while it won't be anytime soon, don't count out a return of this series with a brand new character, and maybe even in a completely different mode. Before I leave you all, I thought of something to add on to the conclusion of this video. I was admittedly disappointed with how we won, so I wanted to try a few more times with some more team variations to see if there was any other way I could have done this. That's what our final stream of the challenge was on Wednesday. I'm back in the fucking building again. Oh yeah, no, Xueyi's dead.
Death has yet to claim.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. And battle and finalize.
What I can really
Fuck
do-
me. Hold on. I think she's dead. Oh, there's a world.
Dreams do come true.
Barely. There is barely a world.
Eternal.
Oh, but he's gonna go immediately after. I wish I knew how this specific section worked.
Death has yet to
Like, he goes so quickly, and I do not understand how it works. Alright, well, Xueyi's dead either way.
Forgive me,
Yep.
sister.
And with that, we learned that I was only capable of doing this with one character and one team. Not the best ending overall, but hey, a completed challenge is a completed challenge. Thank you all so much for watching, and especially thank you to everyone who kept up with this series and the streams while it was ongoing. It was a lot, and definitely something where I'll have to wait a while before doing it again, but we will be back to this someday. Hope you guys look forward to future videos. I got more good ones coming out, and I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.